Globalization is the process in which individual lives and local communities are affected by economic and cultural forces that operate worldwide. In effect, it is a process of the world becoming a single place. Globalism is a perception of the world as a function or result of the processes of globalization upon local communities. The word global has had a rapid rise since the mid-1980s, up until which time the word international was preferred. The rise of the word international itself in the 18th century indicated the growing importance of territorial states in organizing social relations. It can be defined as an early consequence of the worldwide perspective of European imperialism. Similarly, the rapidly increasing interest in globalization reflects a changing organization of worldwide social relations. The nation has begun to have a decrease in importance as individuals and communities, gaining access to globally shared knowledge and culture, are affected by economic realities that come and go over the boundaries of the state. The basic structure of globalization is nationalism, on which the concept of internationalism is based. Globalization occurs when people in a national framework are affected by global economy and communication. Part of the complexity of globalism comes from the different ways in which globalization is approached. Some analysts embrace it enthusiastically as a positive feature of a changing world, in which access to technology, information, services, and markets will be the benefit to local communities. They believe that by globalization, dominant forms of social organization will lead to a universal prosperity, peace, and freedom. They even expect that perception of a global environment will lead to a global ecological concern. For this group, globalism is a term for values which treat global issues as a matter of personal and collective responsibility. Others reject it as a form of domination by advanced countries over developing ones, in which individual distinctions of culture and society become erased by an increasingly homogeneous global culture, while local economies are more firmly incorporated into a system of global capital. For this group, globalism is a political doctrine which provides, explains, and justifies an interlocking system of world trade. It has ideological overtones of historical inevitability, and its attentiveness functions as a gospel of the global market. The chief argument against globalization is that global culture and global economy did not spontaneously spring up, but originated in the centers of capitalist power, which still try to sustain their own economic system. According to this group, in short, the benefits of globalization vary too much from country to country. Proponents of critical globalism take a disinterested view of the process, simply examining its processes and effects. Critical globalism refers to the critical engagement with globalization processes, neither blocking them out nor celebrating globalization. Thus, while critical globalists see that globalization has often sustained poverty, widened material inequalities, increased ecological degradation, sustained militarism, fragmented communities, marginalized minority groups, fed intolerance, and deepened crisis of democracy, they also see that it has had a positive effect on the great rise of the average individual income since 1945, reducing the population in miserable poverty, increasing ecological consciousness, and facilitating disarmament. Academically, globalization covers such disciplines as international relations, political geography, economics, sociology, communication studies, agricultural, ecological, and cultural studies. It addresses the decreasing influence, though not the status, of the nation-state in the world political order, and the increasing influence of multinational corporations. Globalization also means easy transportation all over the world. Transnational company operations, the changing pattern of world employment, or global environmental risk. Indeed, there are compelling reasons for thinking globally where the environment is concerned. As a famous scholar puts it, when the ill winds of Chernobyl came our way, they did not pause at the frontier, produce their passports, and say, "Can I reign on your territory now?"